Welcome back. Now since we have these three EC2s, let's go ahead and connect each one of them, rename their host name, change the host name, and add their entries in the etc host file, and then reboot them after disabling the SELINUX, and after that we will be ready to download and install the Galera cluster. So for this purpose I'm going to do connect. So let me go ahead and connect each one of them. So actually right here I have opened three tabs and I have pulled the public IP address of each of these. Like this is 124, as you can see. This one is 124.383. This 54. These three tabs are open. Let's go ahead and try to connect with the very first one. It should not ask us anything because we had already connected with this one, but this is the brand new. It's connected, and then this one is connected, so we are all good. Let's go ahead and once you connect, go ahead and change their host name, the one we have named them, Galera cluster node 1, node 2 and node 3. On the very first one, go ahead and create, call this GCN1, and this is the status. It has been changed. Let's go ahead in number 2 and just change, replace 1 with the 2, and the third one 3. After the host name has been changed, go ahead and check their private IP addresses. IP address is the command on the Linux to check the IP address. This is your IP address, the private IP address, not the loopback, the local one. Same IP address and IP address. Go ahead and make the entry in the host file. We do not have a dedicated DNS host name, so that is why we are using the etc host to make these IP to their DNS names entry. So instead of typing their IP address every time, we will call them, ping them, communicate with them with the DNS names. So let's go ahead and do sudo vi host. Let's go ahead and press O, make an entry here. Let's go ahead and make a comment here. Call this Galera cluster setup. It should be of this form: Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Now let's go ahead and check the IP address. What was the IP address? I already did that. So let me go ahead and do GS1. The IP address should be this one, right? This is for N1. Let's go ahead and change it. This is the private IP address of GCN1. Either we can call this GCN1.g cluster, Galera cluster.local. This is our local. We are creating this local setup, and this can also be aliases as GCN1. So either you ping with this name or with this name, it is the same thing. And the second one is GCN2. This is the private IP address. You please see what is your private addresses of your EC2s and you put them here accordingly. And the third one is this one. Copy this, go ahead and paste here. So instead of this N1, make it N2 and make it N3. Similarly here, make it 3, make it 2 and make it 1. Now this should be the same across all three. Let me go ahead and copy, Control C, right hand quit. In the second one, go ahead and do sudo vi host, go ahead and do O and paste, right hand quit. On the third one, clear screen, sudo vi etc host, O, go ahead, copy and paste, right hand quit. Okay, now let's go ahead and try, see if it will pick up. Let's say ping. First I want to do the host name. It is the JS host way. After we will reboot, this will wash away, or if we will exit and come back, it will reflect the new host name. And let's do ping -c count, give send 3 ping commands to Galera cluster node 2. It is the 64 bytes have been replied back we got with a 0% packet loss, and I can do even, let's do 3 with the g cluster dot local. Beautiful, we did get reply back. Let's go ahead and actually copy this one, Control C, and test on 2 also. It should not be a problem. And on 3.1, let's go ahead and do only on the 1 node from 3, and it should reply back with a 0% packet loss. Okay, so now this piece is done also. What left here, we are left with the, go ahead and do the SELINUX disable. Okay, we are doing for now disabling the SELINUX. We could have done in the permissive, but we may do it in the case when we will work on the Percona cluster or the MariaDB cluster. We will do the other way also, but for now, for this generic Galera cluster, I want to just make it simple, so at least let's get our feet wet for now. So on the 1, let's go ahead and clear the screen, go ahead and do the SELINUX. So SELINUX replace from, so since I have, let me do one thing. Since I am doing VI, I need to do sudo. Anything under etc you cannot do without root permission. So let me go ahead, and there is something new also I can see where it says that we need to run this command. We need to run this command to make it permanent, right there you can read Control C. We have disabled this. Let's go ahead and Control V, but do with sudo. Okay, as you can see from now, right now SELINUX is enabled. Once we will reboot, let's go ahead and do init 6. Init 6 is actually reboot. Okay, init 0 is shutdown. So this is a shortcut we use. So Control C. Let's go ahead and do on the other one and copy this so you don't mistype the disabled like I have done before, and then my EC2 I was not able to connect. Let's go ahead and do this, and also we want to run this so that it will be persistently it will be disabled. Sudo this, sudo init 6, go ahead and reboot. On the third one, Control V, go ahead and copy, Control C, go ahead and remove that also, Control V, go ahead and Control C, right hand quit, Control V, sudo init 6. I'm sorry that this video has gone long. I should have done only on 1 and let you and Bob taken care of the other 2, but I forgot, I guess. So let's go ahead, and we did all this from, we should be ready when we come back. Let them reboot, and then we should be able to install the Galera cluster, and for that I will see you in the next lesson.